Looking for the latest on the Jazz, Utes, Cougars, and Aggies? Yeah! We've got you covered. This is Hans Olsen and Scotty G on 97.5, the Sports Zone.
Hans Olsen, Scott Gerard, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. We are at Tim Daly Mazda Southtown. Great vehicles, all priced to move. Jake and the crew ready to help you out. Juan's right here now. He'll get you into a vehicle. He helped me out on my Mazda 3 that I got my kid for Christmas. So a little early Christmas present for my kid.
He's got to be excited about
he was on cloud nine. Beautiful vehicle. Those Mazda 3 hatchbacks. Woo.
Yeah, and what's incredible is you can get a lease under $300.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
You know, this is a college kid.
Yeah.
That is able to make a lease payment on a vehicle that will not break down on him.
Nope.
And has all the things that these young kids love with whatever Apple plays and electric windows. And
electric locks.
Is that standard?
It is. You will. That comes included with every new Mazda.
Did you see what I pulled up in? I drove my wife's 90.
Oh, nice.
Today. It's always fun to know that your wife has a much nicer car that's much faster.
Yeah.
So I jumped in her 90 today, and it's got the electric locks. So all you do is walk by the car with the keys, and it unlocks and everything.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird what these cars are capable of now.
It's awesome.
You don't even have to press a button. They just knows you're coming.
Yeah. Like, all right, let's unlock this.
Welcome, Mr. Olsen.
Hans is coming.
Please don't put your earwax under my seat.
Treat me like a member of the family. Please respect and keep the car clean.
Are those your gym shorts again, Mr. Olsen?
You know, those powdered donuts are better in your mouth than all over my seat.
Oh,
boy. Yeah, if our cars could talk, they would not be particularly happy.
Mr. Olsen, that's your 600th milligram of caffeine today.
And it's not 10 a.m. yet.
I'm being honest. A cop could pull me over 5 days out of a 7-day week and find that white powdery substance on my lap, shirt, and in my car.
I was having a crazy couple years with those raspberry-filled powdered donuts.
Yeah. You know, you and I, we back in the day, we'd sink our teeth into something figurative and literally, and then we would just burn it right into the ground and then move on to something else.
Until you couldn't go anymore.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, we're talking about the Pop-Tarts Bowl, and we're going to be talking to Kalani here in just a minute, but talking about the Pop-Tarts Bowl, I'm not even joking when I told you I had a major problem with the s'mores Pop-Tart. I was eating upwards to 8 to 12 a day. Like, I was stopping at Maverick because it's an affordable treat. You know, there's like $1.35, and you get 2 of those amazing Pop-Tarts. And I just love the s'more Pop-Tart. And I guess I went overboard with it. I got help.
Got the help you needed.
I got the help I needed.
Joining us now, Kalani Sitake, kind enough to hang out with us right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone, the head coach of BYU. Kalani, when you saw that Pop-Tart come out of that trophy, you had to have a big smile on your face. That's a trophy you can rally around right there.
Well, I just joined the program and heard Hans going off about Pop-Tarts, and I thought, okay, this is obviously I'm not going to be able to avoid it, the conversation. But no, I'll say this: the trophy was actually impressive to me because it's a toaster, and it came out at the right temperature. The problem with the Pop-Tart is that it gets so hot that you have to wait for it to cool down, and so now we can pull it out and you can just eat it right away. It's perfect temperature for fat guys like me. I don't want to have to wait and cool it down. I just want to take it out of the toaster and pop it in my mouth, and there we go.
Oh, my gosh. When I saw that whole thing go down, Kalani, I was watching the presser, and I felt like the couple in Napoleon Dynamite when they're testing out the Tupperware, and the lady turns and says, I want that. Like I was looking at that trophy and the Pop-Tarts. I'm like, I want that. It looked amazing. What flavor Pop-Tart did they put in there for you?
They put the cinnamon roll flavor, which I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. At least the strawberry makes me feel like I'm eating something healthy.
There you go.
You're
getting those fruits in. Yep, I like that.
The strawberry flavor is perfect for my mind. This is I consider this part of my diet.
Yes.
This is fruit. You know, it works.
It's counting towards my fruits and veggies for the day. Hey,
and then the frosting is just like putting sugar in your cereal. Everybody does that.
Everybody does it. Right? Yeah. Whether it's grape nuts or frosted flakes, we're all putting sugar in there.
You know, the thing that makes me laugh so hard is I literally have the exact same mind as Kalani when it comes to food. Like I'm doing the same thing. Like, yeah, strawberry, heck yeah, man, that's good for you. That's good old fashioned health.
That's pretty much a salad. The way I see it.
Kalani, I was so pumped that it was the Pop-Tarts Bowl. And after the college football playoffs didn't select BYU, which is disgusting, I saw the Pop-Tarts. I'm like, oh, man, well, that might be nice. I'll bet in the broadcast booth there's going to be some Pop-Tarts. And I know I've already sent an email off to the committee. I'm like, these are my 3 favorite Pop-Tart flavors. So, yeah, it's exciting, Kalani. I think that this is a great bowl, and I've been doing some film prep, and Georgia Tech's no slump. This is a really good team, Kalani.
They are, and they were a top 10 team at one point in the season. They I think they're number 7 before they lost their first game. They lost before their first loss, and then you look at, they lost to they lost NC State, and then lost to Pitt, and then at the end lost the last game of the year to Georgia, and that was a one-score game, and that was 16-9 was the final. So this is a really good team, and Brent Key's a really good coach. He's a former lineman coaching as an alma mater, and it was fun for me to get to hang out with him and talk to him, and it's all fun that we get to enjoy the Pop-Tarts and all that stuff, but the game is going to be such a cool matchup for us, and looking at where they're at and how they have an amazing quarterback that is much like when we see what they do on offense, we're very similar. They like throwing the ball down the field, and they like running the ball even with their quarterback. And Haynes King's one of the best in the country at doing it. And so I think they have a tough mindset, physical team, and so it's going to be fun. Brent Key's going to have his guys ready, and I got to get my guys ready to match them. But this is going to be. I like that it's a difficult matchup because it's going to take the most out of us, and I think this could really be a positive thing for us to springboard us into the next season, regardless of the result. But I think looking at the preparation, the extra practices, the development. We got to see our guys tackle today. With our young guys, and that was awesome. They went live. It was fun, man. This is game's right around the corner, and the guys are excited about it. And we love football, so any chance we have to play a game again and against a great opponent like Georgia Tech, we're going to be all for it.
It is essentially a celebration of the season, but taking that game seriously and getting a win seems like it can build a lot of momentum. I look at what you guys did against Colorado, and it just felt like you carried that momentum into spring and into fall. How important are these games to win to kind of have that extra juice going into the offseason?
I think the games are great, but it's the preparation in the games for the games that matter more. We were able to take some guys that everyone can play now. So those guys that we redshirted are available to play. It doesn't burn their clock, and so that was the game in the championship game and on. So we get to use some guys and actually get the redshirt and still play and still have a cool game to, whether it's special teams, offense or defense. They're going to be on the field. That's such a cool taste of football for them that creates this excitement in the off season, gives them a sense of urgency. So I think the preparation in itself is more rewarding for me as a head coach. Get the guys. They're trying to find ways to get better, so it gives you an extra spring ball, and we'll take as much prep time as we can to get ready for 2026. This is part of that, and then it's also rewarding the seniors for their career, what they've done for us in this program, and we're going to go out there and have fun. It's important that we have fun because that shows a gratitude that your sacrifice pays off, but part of having fun is making sure that we're ready to play that game too. So there'll be a great focus on there, and it'll be awesome for us to go to these amusement parks and hang out with everybody and make some cool memories before we before the season ends. But I think this will be for me, it's way more important now than it as a coach than it was even when I was a player. But Hans will tell you that those memories last you a lifetime. I mean, if you're sitting here and whether it's just hanging out in the lazy river or going on the rides or just hanging out and having conversations. Mm-hmm. I remember Jamal Williams when he was in his senior game when he was playing his last game, and how emotional he got after the game was done, because you realize you're never going to wear the Y ever again as a competitive student athlete, and it's important that our guys see those seniors exiting too and having that celebration in the locker room. So all of that stuff matters, and we're looking forward to ending the season the right way.
I don't know if people truly understand what you're saying about the development, though, Kalani. And you mentioned that in this interview, and I heard you mention it during the presser. But when you look at sophomores like Veimaipua and Tausili Akana, or you look at a freshman like Hunter Clegg, or, you're going to be losing Jack Kelly, so now you really got to take a look at Miles Hall or Ace Kafusi. And these guys are getting meaningful reps against a very good Georgia Tech team, and you're getting an extra week or extra practices to take a good look at these guys, and for them to listen to their coaches and take a few steps forward before they prep for spring. I just don't think you can even talk about it enough, Kalani, how big this is for some of these young guys that you've got. And I've probably missed a lot of defensive names, let alone the offense.
Yeah, it's very important for the development, but also very important for the camaraderie and the brotherhood. And it's a chance for us to thank our coaches and their families too. When coaches are gone and working, long hours, they're sacrificing their time as a husband and as a father for the football program. So now we get to spend time and show appreciation to their families and before the Christmas break. So it's just a great way to finish off everything. And even if it's when you're looking at the situation, what we're trying to accomplish, I think it makes things just come around the right way. And when people are talking about getting rid of the bowl games, it's crazy. I think there's a need for them, and there's a place for them all. And when these schools are opting out, I don't have any criticism for them. But for me as a head coach, I need the practices. And talking to Sark and talking to Biff, he's the interim coach at Michigan, because we were all together, and they're saying how important this is for the development of the players. And so if anything, you want to have extra practice time. Imagine spring ball. At the end of spring ball, you get to play a ranked team. That's what we get to do. And I think it's kind of a downer for everybody to do spring ball now, because the spring games is like you play against the same people you practice 15 times against already. It's not really that great of a reward. This one, we get to go someplace different. We get to be in a different environment. I don't know how many guys have even been to Orlando, Florida, but now we get to take a bunch of guys from our team there, and they get to see a different community and get to do some service there too, and enjoy a different setting. It's warm there, so let's go have fun, man. And let's end it with a great football game.
So I know this gets talked a lot, and I'm sure you've probably already been asked the question, but what kind of work do you go through with your coaches to try to develop a plan and a schedule to make sure that, yes, you enjoy it, yes, you have a good time, yes, you celebrate the season, but also treat it like a business trip as well, so that when that game kicks off, you're ready to go? How difficult is it to walk that line?
No, you could do it. I mean, when you're busy working and what you're doing, it's like I think people, if you want to enjoy the movie, go to the movie. Don't look at your phone. Just watch the movie and enjoy it. So when you go to football practice, be a coach. And when you have time to go home, be a dad and be a husband. We can all walk and chew gum at the same time. So we can definitely enjoy the different roles that we have in life. And the major ones, obviously, is your role as a husband, your role as a father, and then football. As a coach can be mixed in there. The problem is that we spend so much time with football that we all of a sudden make that the number one priority, which means that you have to make it up with great, efficient time when you're with your family and when you're with your wife. And so that's what we're trying to balance here. And it's been been fun that I got to come up through it, and then now I get to be a leader and try to help these young men try to prioritize their time. But it's been fun just seeing it all happen. That combined with everything that's happening in football, with rev share and NIL and all that stuff. I mean, Hans could have made a pretty penny back in the day with his NIL deals. I mean, his balancing the tables on his chin. I mean, he would have probably been a player at BYU and then part-time WWE wrestler. He would have he's been rolling in the bank. You know, everybody would be trying to market him. So we missed out. We missed out, Hans. Now we're like you know, we didn't have we had our moments, but those memories that we had, even though guys are getting paid now, that stuff still happens. You know, it doesn't change it. This is still the game that we all love to play, and when the ball's up in the air, man, in the stadium, nothing else matters except for what you're doing there in the game.
Man, that is the truth, Kalani. Is this is going to be a pretty full slate? I mean, for the BYU fans that are headed out to watch this game or tuning in, do you got a pretty full roster on both sides that are going to show up, or is there a lot up in the air before you get to that game?
No, I mean, I think we've got a great roster coming, and I know that they do too. And it could change all within a day, matter of days or a week. But we feel good about what we're going to bring there and play. So the biggest issue, and you probably heard me say this, Hans, is not really the opt-outs or even guys that are going to the portal. It's more about the guys' health and can we get guys playing at a high level, and are they healthy enough to go? You know, because right now, guys have to make decisions between surgeries and between, you know, the holidays when they're available for stuff like that. Or, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, and so we're trying to balance all that out. At the same time, there's young men that want to play more, and then I think when guys are going to the portal, most of them want more opportunities on the field, and we're excited for them to have that opportunity. We just want to keep being transparent and communicate with our players of our expectations and where we see them. And just be honest, give them honest feedback, and let them make decisions for themselves. But I think when that's all said and done, we'll still have enough players to go out there and play a game. I feel good about all of it.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm watching this video of Parker Kingston and a Pop-Tart. Did Parker Kingston did he bust into an interview you were doing dressed as a Pop-Tart?
I think Parker's getting a little too comfortable right now. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to humble him a little bit, you know. I think he's just having fun.
This is great.
I want Parker to be himself. It's like when Jamal Williams is here, and these guys can be quirky. But I want them to have fun. It's what Lavelle always wanted us to do, is just be ourselves, and just don't try to be anything different.
Yep.
And so I love that he's able to do that, and do that and goof around and be funny, and you know. He wasn't making fun of me. I think he was just trying to show that he looked good in the Pop-Tart uniform. maybe he's already found his Halloween costume for 2026.
Yeah. Tell you what, that's I guarantee that's probably the fastest Pop-Tart out there. I mean, nobody's going to crack. You know, a Pop-Tart that runs a 4.540. That's not bad at all.
Hey, Kalani, did you ever hear Jamal Williams used to come on with Scotty and I, and he was just so great in interviews. Did you ever hear his story of the Good Samaritan, his rendition of the story of the Good Samaritan?
I have not, but I've heard a lot of different stories from Jamal. And I asked him about why he likes anime so much, and I wish I never asked that question. It was like, all right, you could have just told me you like the colors. That would have been good enough.
Yeah.
He kind of went off into this deep dive into it, and so I've been really careful. I love Jamal so much, but been really careful to ask him serious questions.
I saw him he was on the sideline at the championship game too, wasn't he? I thought I saw him out there in an AJ DeBonsa jersey.
It's been great having all our alumni just be involved and to be around the guys, be around the program, and you know, there's all obviously the ones that have played in the NFL, and then there's others that have just been on the team, and just it's I'm getting old now where I'm seeing the players come back and they have kids now, and I'm sitting there like, man, it's just really good to see everybody. And you know, Jamal's also, because I made a comment about Taysom being at trick or treat, you know, and I kind of said something about it in October, and Jamal shows up at my house and hands out candy, and was so awesome about his daughter. It's just a lot of fun, man. And so I'm enjoying being around the fans, but also interacting with our players, the past players, and even the ones that we played with, Hanson. So I mean, we're the Odies now, you know what I mean? But it's been a lot of fun seeing everybody, and just, man, this feels like a family reunion every time we play a game or people come by to practice.
I know you've hashed it out and you've talked about it and had media availability. So I'm not asking you about the process on the extension or any of that other stuff. But I just wanted to ask you, what was it like to feel the outpouring of love from former teammates, from fans, and everybody else during that process when everybody was reaching out to you and telling you how much they loved and appreciated the hard work that you and your guys have done for BYU? I got to imagine that was a humbling feeling through that experience.
It was amazing, and I don't know. I wish everybody could feel that, what I went through and my family, and just the outpouring of love and appreciation. And it was really cool. Probably hard for me to really put into words. Obviously, I got emotional talking about the love bomb that happened, and I'm glad it happened though. It was really cool, but I also didn't want anything about me be a distraction. I felt like that's kind of where I was trying to avoid all of that from before, and I never want to have this program be about me. I want it to be about the young man, the experience, the team, and so that part felt a little different. But I am thankful for everyone and what they shared. And those are memories and things that I'll carry on for the rest of my life. Man, it was amazing and something that I'll cherish and really hard to express in words.
Well, Kalani, I'll see you out there in Orlando. I'm bringing Amanda, Ashlyn, Mackie, and Rye. So we're going to be just minus Rock out there. So I'm bringing the family out. We're going to have a great Orlando Christmas. We're going to enjoy that football game. We're headed out to Busch Gardens. We're going to go enjoy parts of Tampa.
Let's do it. We can FaceTime Rock, though, can't we?
Oh, yeah. On
Monday?
Oh, yeah,
so
absolutely.
I have an appointment with you. You and I are going to hang around the lazy river. There's a lazy river part there at the hotel. So we're just doing like old buddies back in the day. If you think I'm ugly now, wait till you see me without a shirt on, sitting on top of a tube. That's like, you guys can picture how awesome that's going to look. But nobody take pictures of me and Hans. We're just going to go back to our old bro days back when we used to hang out the lazy river back in 17.
Oh, man.
Hey,
best parts of my life, Kalani.
Hans shares a lot of stories, and some good, some not so good. But you know what? He always clams up when he talks about rental cars and bowl trips.
Yeah, that's where it stops.
That's where he gets really quiet during that time.
We did some stupid things. There's a reason why the players don't have rental cars anymore. Yeah. It was not a good sight. I think everybody thought they're NASCAR drivers for a second.
Oh, Kalani, they put me, little Idaho boy. My freshman year at the Cotton Bowl, they put me in a car with Dennis Simmons, and I think within the first 5 minutes, Dennis wanted to kick me out of the car. I'm like, Dennis, what is this? Can we put in some Conway Twitty? What is this hard? It's like, this is Jay-Z. You're going to have to listen. It's like, oh.
It's okay. It's okay for a kid from Weiser, Idaho, to get to know different things, but
that's right.
It's okay. You can keep coming back down the country and all that stuff. But we've learned quite a bit in the decades of BYU football on how to handle bowl games. I think we're in a really good spot right now. Hanson, I mean, for me, I just got to be careful because I asked people, like, we're on the BYU cruise, and asked people not to take pictures of me. They still did it. So I'm about one Pop-Tart away from wearing a shirt at the pool, which I don't want to do. So people, put your cameras away, man. Like, don't make me be the guy that has to wear a shirt.
The T-shirt at the pool, guy.
Yeah, don't do that to me. Come on.
Hey, in solidarity, I'm going to be right there with a shirt next to you. So if you're going to do it, we're all going to do it.
I'm going to make anybody above 220 have to wear a shirt to the pool. So we can all feel like included here.
Oh, I love
it. And we can still eat a Pop-Tart.
Yes,
and not feel guilty about it.
Kalani, you're the best, man. We appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for the time, guys. Love you guys. Go,
love you,
go
brother.
Cougs. Appreciate it. Thank you.
There he is, Kalani Sitake.
Oh my gosh, dude. That guy just makes me laugh.
I can't imagine what hanging out with 21-year-old, 22-year-old Kalani was like.
So, let me tell you, because I can tell you honestly, he was always the adult in the room. He was the adult.
Yeah.
And he would say, "Hans, I would really advise against you climbing up on that closet," because they had these huge, in the Marriotts, they had these huge like wooden closets.
Yeah.
You could get all the way on top of it.
yeah.
And you could come off the top rope down on the beds and drop hammers. And, this was in the day of the people's elbow. And, I was all WWE. And we'd put 20 or 30 of us big boys in a room, and we'd have an all-out brawl. And I didn't understand
how did not
friendly,
take things too far. Yeah.
And Kalani would just sit there like, oh, my gosh. He was always the adult in the room. And I was always the maniac. And that's why he's ended up successful. And here I am, a broadcaster.
Oh,
now
man.
I'm happy with where I've been.
Yeah. Hans and Scotty coming up next. Good, the bad, the ugly right here on The Zone.
It's time to saddle up and talk about the winners and the losers. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, here's the good.
It is the good, it is the bad, it is the ugly right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Hans, let's start with the good. The Fighting Bags of Cash get the victory last night. They knock off Pacific 93-57.
Oh, man. The Fighting Bags. Oh, did he step in it?
And afterwards, the athletic director of Pacific sends out a tweet, which he has since deleted, saying essentially, hey, we got to rethink scheduling when we're literally playing walking bags of cash.
Called them walking bags of cash.
And we're going to lose by 40. And BYU fans were not overly happy about that.
Come on, Mr. AD. Come on. It's not too long ago you guys were conference partners.
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and jump away. And, you do have a responsibility to field a competent basketball team. This is not college football. This is college basketball. And you've got more opportunity to field a competent basketball team. And I'm not attacking their team because BYU's team is –
they're at another level.
They're at another level. They truly are looking like an Elite Eight team.
Yeah, if not more.
Minimum.
Yep.
Elite Eight team. That's where my expectations are for them right now is Elite Eight. Everything over that is icing on the cake. Everything under that is, did you max out? Because you only get this one time with A.J. DeMonson.
Yep.
You only get this one time with Rob Wright. You only get this one time with Richie Saunders. This
Make
whole
sure
team,
you bring up the player you mentioned.
Did you like that, Lloyd?
Don't think I didn't realize. I was like, that's who you threw? That's who you pointed towards?
I honestly don't know how many people even saw that at the end of that.
Yeah, that was impressive.
I tweeted out, walking bags of cash, huh? These are well-paid machines with expectations to meet. These coaches and athletes are working their guts out to get these results and their money, and Pacific players will get a chance someday to say, I once played a game against Tyler Moose.
I don't know if you had to bring Tyler into this.
Well,
he had a hell of a game.
Tyler had a hell of a game. I don't remember what his exact line was.
15 points, I know that.
He was 15 points. I think, was he perfect from the perimeter? Was he like 4 of 4 from the perimeter or 5 of 5 from the perimeter? He was really good on the outside. He was dropping nightmares on Pacific.
Tyler was 4 for 4.
4 for 4 from the perimeter.
And a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line, too.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest walking bag of cash out of anybody.
Yeah.
Pay that.
There's your bag of cash.
Pay that man his money. I do think it's funny. Like, and I sent out the tweet too. I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, the guy essentially is telling he's not sending that tweet to BYU fans. He's not sending it. He's sending it to, I don't know how many people are fans of Pacific basketball, but he's saying like, hey, look, you know what? I know we lost by 40, but this is why we lost by 40. And, oh, by the way, if you want to donate so we can have some money, so we can go get some players, feel free to do that as well. But, again, like, BYU's not doing anything that any other school, given their situation and their resources, would do. I mean, look, and so if I'm a BYU fan, guess what? Our walking bags of cash kick the crap out of your team, and next year we'll have a new walking bags of cash, and they'll do the same to you.
Yep.
Like, just own it. Have fun with it. Flex a little bit. It's okay. Don't apologize for it.
I totally agree with that, but there is also a conversation that's attached to that when everybody gets the money, let's say everybody had the money, at some point there's something else that has to separate you, whether it's the coaching and the staff and their ability to develop, and then their connections to the NBA, which I think Kevin Young has played a huge role in being able to obtain a guy like A.J. DeMonsa or getting a guy like Rob Wright to make the transfer out of Baylor. Or it's the facilities. Maybe it's the facilities. At some point, it's going to be something. Pacific could come up with $20 million to build a roster and compete with BYU's $20 million roster. I don't know what the money is. It's probably not even close to that. I'm just throwing out a number.
Yeah, for a round number.
And at some point, Pacific's going to be recruiting into, what are they, in Stockton?
Yeah, Stockton, California.
Yeah, so they're going to be recruiting into Stockton, California, which is the cowboy capital of the world. And they're going to be like, well, come here. We're nice. It's great. Facilities are solid. I would say solid. You know what I mean? And BYU right now has developed an idea and a culture of, there's the money. Yeah, we'll take care of your money. Yeah, we got you. Come here and check this thing out. Just see what this is. See what Kevin Young's about. See what development's about. Come see what 19,000 in the Marriott Center is about. And by the way, it was like that during West Coast Conference play. Oh, yeah, when Pacific came into the Marriott Center a few years back. This has nothing to do about the money. This is what you do in Provo. You don't go to the bars. We don't have a party scene. The kids come out to our games and they write crazy posters, and they're insane here. It's a fun environment. There's going to be things that separate you. So you can have bags of cash. There's something that separates you.
Oh, there's no doubt. To me, it's just like there's no reason. Like George Steinbrenner, I tweeted this out. George Steinbrenner never apologized for stealing all the baseball talent back in the day when he was running, when he was alive and owning the Yankees.
And my Dodgers don't do that now.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, and because not only do you have extra things too, because you have the history of the Yankees, you have the history of the Dodgers, you have living in California, there's a lot of other things, and then there's also the money too. And at no point should BYU ever be like apologizing or like trying to rationalize, the money aspect of it. Like flex it, like own it. And yeah, you've got a great system. You develop players. You do a lot of really good things, and you're able to go toe-to-toe with anybody financially in the country. Like, it's great. You're in the golden age of BYU athletics right now.
Yeah.
This is the golden age of BYU athletics.
And it's so important that in the golden age of NIL, transfer portal, it's so important BYU put their best foot forward. And they say, hey, we've got an NBA wanted and ready coach that this is his desired destination.
Yep.
I mean, let's just think about that. Kevin Young isn't going anywhere. He left the NBA and opportunities to come to BYU, and he's being properly compensated. He's happy to have his family in Provo, and he's excited to raise his family and continue to build the brand. So you've got a really nice, solid foundation of coaching. You've got a great campus. I grew up on that campus. Kalani and I were just joking about it in our conversation, growing up on that campus. It's a magical place to grow up, man. There's trouble if you want it. Yeah, I found the trouble. Kalani always steered clear of the trouble and tried to steer me clear of the trouble. I found the trouble. But there's also a great way of life if you want to live that great way of life and cleaner living, but also having fun without getting addicted or having problems or getting arrested because you're over the legal limit. There is that place there in BYU too. So you can live whatever life that you want to live. You can be coached by the right coach. It's just going to get so competitive, Scotty, because everybody is going to be able to come up with money. Well, not everybody. Most teams are going to be able to come up with money to fund a roster. Well, then you start to spread out and get thin with the talent. So you got to have something else. That's why with the University of Utah, they have to find a way to relive the glory of what Utah basketball is while making their new basketball coach the centerpiece. Now, they got to have the funding, but when you bring kids in and they're coming in on this recruiting trip and they're seeing Final Four appearances and they're seeing, this great glory run and the great names that you had from Andre Miller to Andrew Bogut and everything in between, it's got to be that. You got to find something that is attached to the money that's separate from everything else, that makes it bigger, better, more desired.
But, the thing to your point is that BYU understood very quickly about an opportunity they had from a financial standpoint to get their name out there very quickly. And then you start to develop the culture. You put guys in the NBA, you make deep runs in the NCAA tournament because of that. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm going to BYU to win. Oh, and also get paid. But to really give you that, like those two paddles, that you go clear, to give you that surge immediately, BYU went big financially, and then they can build around that and say, okay, yeah. And then you come here, you got a great education, you're going to get all this other stuff, we're going to develop you, you're going to win games, you're going to make deep runs in the NCAA tournament, we're going to do all that stuff. And it all started with BYU saying, how can we get there very quickly? Okay, we're going to go toe-to-toe with anybody in the country. And then everybody else is starting to pick up. And you're right, now and for the next several years, people are going to match what BYU has done. But BYU said, okay, we can get there first. Mm-hmm. We can do it.
Which was very important.
Which was very important. And they did it. Now, you're right, everybody's going to equalize. But now BYU will have that money and a culture of Kevin Young and NBA players and all that other stuff.
Recency, too.
Yes. Yeah, recency, absolutely.
Utah's got to live. Right now, Utah's got to jump into the past, and they got to make the past prominent and great, and they've got to be able to be a draw with what they did in the past. But everybody needs to hear this really clearly. If you fell with Alex Jensen, John Wooden's not walking through that door anytime soon. And by the way, if you fell with Alex Jensen, I don't even know if some of the great coaches in the history of basketball can come in and fix anything. And look, John Wooden, great coach. If you can't give him the talent, you can't give him the resources, you can't give him the backing, in the world of today's college basketball with paid players, you can't compete. If you ruin this with Alex Jensen, it's over.
Yeah, and it's not an Alex Jensen problem.
It's not an Alex Jensen problem. Yeah. This will be a foundational issue with the University of Utah basketball program and athletic department, not Alex Jensen. He is one of the best coaches you're going to be able to find, and he's got NBA connections, NBA notoriety. He's got everything Kevin Young's got. But he did it here with the Utah Jazz. He developed Rudy Gobert, and then he became a hot commodity, was maybe one or two organizations away from having a head coaching shot at the highest level. This guy knows he knows basketball. If you can't do it with him, you're busted. Find a way to meld him with the history, the rich history and past of the greatest points of Utah basketball. Blow those images up, make a shrine, make sure you're increasing all of your basketball facilities, which, all their facilities are new anyways. I think that there was a lot of great work done maybe 5 or 8 years ago to increase things through the Pac-12.
Yeah, and they're about to build a new basketball arena.
Look, I don't care what anybody tells me. I will be and will always be a Larry Kraskowiak fan.
Yeah, and I will always be a Craig Smith fan. These guys didn't just immediately not become a good coach. These guys were great coaches. Larry Kraskowiak won NCAA tournament games at Montana and won games early at the University of Utah. Craig Smith turned a program around that was in a bad place at Utah State and ends up going to 3 consecutive NCAA tournaments.
Yeah.
And Alex Smith is a brilliant basketball mind. If all 3 of those coaches can't make it work at Utah, that's not a coach problem. That's a University of Utah problem.
Yeah, so I'm a big Alex Jensen fan.
I am too.
I believe in his basketball acumen. I believe in his developmental abilities. And now, like my vision of Utah basketball is, how do you bring it back? Larry had it for a minute.
Yeah.
I felt like Larry Kraskowiak had it for a minute. He was churning out NBA draft picks, and he was bringing in high-level recruits. Imagine if he'd had the transfer portal, a little bit of money. I think Larry could have been a pretty prominent figure up there. For me, it's like it's Alex Jensen or bust. And, things are rough right now. And you don't have time for things to be rough.
No.
Because just 30 miles down the road, you got a brilliant NBA-level coach that's got a ton of street cred. I mean, A.J. DeMonsa talked about it. They were like, why did you come to BYU? And he said, well, I talked to this NBA player, and he said, you got to go play for Kevin Young. Like, there's going to be calls like that for Alex Jensen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what should I do? Well, Alex Jensen, have you seen the guys he developed? Did you see who he was working with just before he jumped out of the NBA and went to the college game? Because he was working with the best of the best, and developing the best of the best. There should be those conversations. And then, when the kid sits down with his agent and he's like, okay, Utah or BYU, well, they're both offering you $8.5 million. So what do you think? I mean, Scotty?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Pacific just offered $8 million. So you've got Pacific, Utah, and BYU to choose from. That AD could put $8 million on the table. He can't compete with what's here in the state of Utah.
Hans and Scotty, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Whole world news coming up next right here on the Zone.
Go! It's time to span the globe for the hard-hitting news you care about. Well, not really. But hey, at least we found it interesting. This is Whole World News on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
We've got the whole world in our hands.
You got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. You got you and me.
Hans Olsen, Scott Gerard, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Hans, it's time for another edition of Whole World News right here on the Zone.
All right, Scotty, have you ever wondered what a cruise line does with a dead body?
Don't they have like a freezer downstairs or something?
Okay, so funny that you may suggest or ask. So Royal Caribbean just came under massive fire because they had that 33-year-old that died on their ship, and the family was begging them to turn the ship around and bring the body back. And Royal Caribbean's like, we got 3,000 passengers on this ship. They're not going to want to come home for one dead body. Look, no offense.
Yeah.
It's a dead body.
We'll get to port, and we'll roll his old bones down in there.
We'll roll the old bag of bones down. Well, the family's lawyer is accusing the cruise liner and their employees of stuffing the 35-year-old Californian father's body in a refrigerator before continuing their voyage. And this thing is getting really ugly. So the Royal Caribbean had to kind of divulge that they've got a makeshift morgue on the boat.
I've heard that, yeah.
And it says the cruise ships are outfitted with a hidden morgue for the deceased that are off limits to all regular passengers. So they're not stuffing it in next to the Tartar.
No.
And chow mein.
Yeah.
They've got a separate refrigerator to house the body.
Yes.
Now, I can understand why this would be a lawsuit waiting, because if I had a family member that died on a cruise liner, I'd be like, hey, go ahead and turn her around and we'll meet you at the port. We'll grab the body. I was like, we can't do that.
Yeah, but we'll give you a drink card for the rest of your stay so you can enjoy drinks on us during your time of grieving. And maybe we'll give you an excursion or two.
Paid excursion.
Yeah.
I will tell you, just because I'm a sensitive type, if I'm on my cruise with Miss Amanda, and we're deep in the Southern Caribbean.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And we're, having a good time, and I see the boat start to U-turn, and
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what gives? And they're like, hey, we had somebody die. We're taking the body back to the I'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. But can I get that drink package?
For my trouble.
Can I get an extra excursion? That zip lining
Yes.
that we were going to do on the island of St. Martin.
Can I get a discount on my next cruise?
But if they turn the boat around for a dead body, I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm not. I got a
Really?
schedule.
Oh man. Oh dude. I was just trying to be politically correct.
You wouldn't be happy. I know you wouldn't be happy.
Let's be honest here. Come on.
Like
Nobody else
hey,
is listening right now.
All I know is that's more steak and lobster for me. So
I wouldn't be that okay, I would ask for a free cruise out of it, but that's it.
that's all.
A free cruise.
I want a cruise for me and the missus for the trouble.
Yes.
For life.
Do you know?
I want to own the boat.
Do you know one of my dreams though, and financially it'll never happen, but those like worldwide cruises that take half a year. How great would that be?
Yeah, I was looking at those. Those I think they'd be pretty amazing.
They're like 50, 60 gur each.
They are, but I also found that we could connect our equipment directly into their satellite Wi-Fi, and we could host the show from the boat for 5 months as we circle.
I feel like that might be a little spotty. I feel like you might hit some dead areas.
I think you might be onto something.
Lloyd, I
here.
think the only problems we'd run into is calling Scotty in his cabin at the wrong time to do the show. And Scotty.
All right.
The cowboy hat is on the door handle.
Scotty doing a FaceTime, and it's like, oh, huh.
What, Scotty? Why did you answer?
I know, Scotty, you shouldn't have answered.
That's
That
on
put
you.
Lloyd and I in a really
That's
bad.
on you.
Well, and the missus wasn't. There were a lot of cranky people over that one.
Yeah, I know.
So
Not real fun. But if you do ever by chance die on a cruise ship, they will respect your body and put you in their makeshift morgue.
Hans and Scotty, 97.5, the KSL Sports. Yeah. So you'll be taken care of. Don't worry about it. Get the best blankets and the best gifts ever and save 50% off this season at Minky Couture. Use Zone 50, and we will be there tomorrow. Normally we're up in the Layton location, but tomorrow we will be in Draper. Minky Couture, covering the season, best gift ever. Visit minkycouture.com or check us out at the location in person coming up tomorrow at Minky Couture in Draper. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.